practice your skills. Anyway.
I'ma shut 'em down like Gucci. I'm in the kitchen with an automatic Uzi.
What's up guys, it's your girl Repertoire. I am painfully aware that it has been probably 2 months since I posted. So here's what happened. I filmed like 4 videos in that time, but every time I would film one, I would decide that I didn't like it and not post it. So yeah, today I thought I would, even though it's kind of late for this, I thought I'd film a video on my tips for auditioning for music schools at least, because that's what I have experience in, while also doing my makeup because I have a performance in a few hours. Okay. I promise I'm not bald. Question 1, how do I get into Colburn? That question came from one of my friends who is actually at Colburn now, so I'm not really gonna answer that one, but just a general overview. Practice, just practice and pray. How'd you figure out when you wanted to go to college? I have always been really independent, so going to school early was kind of something I knew I was gonna do. Yeah, I always knew I wanted to go to school early, and this particular year I just felt ready to go to school. Also, this is a terrible reason, but all of my friends left for school as well, and I was like, I can't be here alone. So it almost sounded like I was gonna cry. I apologize. How do you pay your tuition/lifestyle while at music school? I am insanely lucky in the fact that my school is free. So I go to Colburn, and if you don't know, it is in LA. And if you get in, it is tuition free, room and board is free, food is free, everything is free. Everything is free. Except for those comprehensive fees that they throw on you at the last minute. I'm only like in my 3rd month of school, so I don't have a job, but what are some career choices if perhaps you fail to get into a symphony besides teaching? You could be a freelance musician. You could be innovative and start something new. Start your own group. Be your own group. I honestly don't even know. How important are pre-screenings compared to your live audition? I would say they are both equally as important. So actually, yeah, they're both equally important. So pre-screenings decide if you're gonna fly out and have a live audition. So they are a huge part of the audition process, because if you don't pass for pre-screenings, then obviously you don't get an audition. So I would put a lot of work and time into your pre-screenings. Please start months in advance. Months. Recording yourself is hard. It is very hard. They're both equally important. Did Colburn have theory, sight singing, and piano evaluation? Was there sight reading? I know they had, so at the live audition, they had a theory. They definitely had I know for a fact they had a writing test. Yes, they had a theory test, because if you fail it, I think they send you like homework to do over the summer. Anyway, but they had, and not a test, an evaluation. So they have theory, I think an ear training evaluation as well, but I'm not positive on that. How to make friends if you're shy. So I can't really answer this one because I can't call myself shy, but I would just say that in college at least, or especially at Colburn, it's tiny. There's like 120 people here. Or I made up that number, but it's teeny tiny. It's less than 200, I'm gonna say that. So you almost don't even really have a choice but to make friends. And people are so nice here that they'll just like come up to you and be like, hey, my name is such and such. What's your name? So if you're shy, I guess hope and pray someone comes up to you and talks first. But I don't know what school you go to or what school you want to go to, but people are sometimes really nice, and just put yourself out there. How did you know you were ready? Also, what do you personally think judges look for? Well, I kind of answered the how did you know you were ready question already. What do you think judges look for? That is an impossible question to answer, because it is, I'm gonna say, different for any judge you come across. So for like every competition I've done, the judges look for something different. Some, like one judge on the panel might be looking for technique, another one would be looking for musicality, one judge might be looking at your outfit, I don't know. So it's impossible to tell. You just have to come and do your best. That's really all you can do.
I hope you all have noticed that I have finished 1.5 eyebrows in the 20 minutes that I've been talking. Okay.
Not college, but all state. Trying not to obsess over results this week. How do you cope? Luckily, I have a terrible memory, so I genuinely forget about things. Just try to forget about it, because thinking about it for too long can literally drive you crazy. In your college audition, did you have to play all the repertoire listed on the website? No, but it was also different for every school. So it just depends on what that particular set of judges wants to hear.
Meaning that you still have to practice everything to the best of your abilities, because you have no clue what they're going to ask you to play. They might even ask you to start in the middle of a piece. So you just have to know everything really well.
I did not play a single scale at any of my auditions. Not a scale, not an arpeggio, nothing. Still practice them, because I don't know what your set of judges is looking for. Don't be a fool and not practice your scales, and then you get up there and they say, play me a D flat major scale. Practice your scales. Anyway, how long did each audition last? How is the pianist situation at each school? I would say each audition was probably like 8 minutes or less. It was super quick. You will not make it through most of your pieces unless you play a super short piece. I will say the pianist situation, now I had all fantastic accompanists for my auditions. I thank you to them. You have to find your own accompanist. Like, they'll give you like a list of accompanists at their school that they suggest, but you still have to find your own and usually pay for your own accompanist. Is it okay to take a lesson with a teacher the day before / after you audition for them? I'm not sure, and here's why. I didn't take a lesson with my current teacher, but that was only because my last teacher said he was amazing, and I trust and still trust him with like everything. So I was like, if you say he's amazing and I'm gonna love him, that just must be it. And it's true, because I currently love him. I don't know about a day before, a day after. I know at least at Colburn, so if a teacher wants to have a lesson with you, they request one right after your audition. But, I guess it never hurts to ask. But anyway, here are my tips. 1, film your pre-screenings early. I cannot say this enough. Like, and it's kind of too late for the people this year, like if you didn't film your pre-screenings early. But for people going into college next year, start at your summer festivals, honestly. You don't have to actually send those recordings in, but just start recording. Like, just turn on a camera and start playing something in front of that camera. Recording is so unbelievably hard. No one knows why, but it's hard. And if you at least start recording early, you can get used to it, so that when you're ready to do the final recording, it's not like terrible. Do dress up for your pre-screening. I don't know if people are not dressing up for their pre-screenings, but that, in my opinion, if I were a judge and someone didn't put their all into that pre-screening, this is another tip on recording, but I do suggest, if you start recording early, like I said, record one day, or just record, and then don't do like any final listenings, like decisions, until the day after, so you can sleep on it. You can marinate a little bit. It's like an essay. You don't want to write an essay, read it through, and send it in. You write an essay, you wait a little bit, you read it, and then you send it in. Okay, so for rep, because I get a lot of questions about repertoire. So I didn't personally choose my repertoire, my teacher did. But if you are choosing your repertoire, I suggest choosing, out of the options they give you, something that shows your full potential, your full range. Something slow, something fast, something with lots of vibrato, something with no vibrato. Just everything. Just so I could be like, wow, look at that person. They do everything. I want them. So this is what I was using during my auditions to keep myself, not myself, like to keep everything organized so I wasn't forgetting what I needed to play. So basically this repertoire chart just shows, or I color coded it, so like green is done, yellow is learning, and red is haven't started. Now obviously I didn't update it as I went, but it was a nice start. And it really keeps you like accountable, and like you can look at it and be like, oh, Lalo is already learned. Let me not practice that. Let me not practice that for my entire practice session. Let me spend a lot of time on piano. Wow, I need to get on it with my makeup. Okay, logistics. Have your entire application ready early. So like your essay, all that, because you don't want to be trying to write your essay while also filming your pre-screenings. No. Upload your like pre-screening videos no later than a week before the deadline. I say this because no matter how much you say you're not gonna have computer trouble, I promise you are. Second tip, fee waivers. Fee waivers. Application fees are ridiculous. No one wants to pay $500 to submit to a school. So, fee waivers. If you can prove that you don't have the funds, send them a little email. Boom. You just saved yourself $120. Try to get a trial lesson like in advance. Like if you know you want to go to Juilliard and study with Richard Aaron, for example, like in January of the previous year, like early, be like, hey, Mr. Aaron, can I please have a little lesson with you? And then if he says no, that's rough, but ask. Perform your entire audition rep in front of anyone you can find and just play through it all and take mental notes of stuff you didn't like or stuff you loved and want to keep doing, and just, yeah. Do a lot of research on the school you are attending. Do a lot of research on the city. Do a lot of research on your teacher. Also do research on how many people graduated from that school and got a career, or how many people graduated from that school and are now doing what you want to be doing in the future. Because that's important. Because if no one has graduated from that school and been successful, that means something. So my voice keeps cracking like I'm gonna cry. I promise I'm not sad. Start saving up for those plane tickets now. So decide where you're going to want to audition. And even if you haven't applied, and if you still don't have a live audition, start saving up now. I tell you that because these plane tickets are ridiculous. And if you play cello, whew, this is for your mental health. Don't completely shut yourself out during audition application process. It makes your life terrible. And it doesn't help anything. So you're like, oh, if I completely shut myself out, I'll have time to do this and it'll be perfect. No, because you're still not gonna do it. And now you're just gonna be sad at not doing it. So still have fun. Live your life. Be responsible about it. Like, do your stuff. Get your stuff done. But live your life. Anyway, whatever happens, happens. It's not the end of the world. And I am on the college is not for everyone team. It just simply doesn't work for some people, and that is okay. Finding out what you do best and what your life is supposed to look like is what you should be doing. Okay. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, so this will be fun to edit. But thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize for not posting in months. I've been stressed and busy. And also, that's just who I am as a person. So, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe and comment. I don't like how I said that, but I said it anyway. And yeah, goodbye.
Do this.